To begin our original drawing, I'm going to begin by selecting the wall button, and I will pick the generic 6-inch. From here, I'm going to make a couple changes to things. I'm going to come up here and select this unconnected. I'm going to make it go up to the second floor. So these will be my first floor walls. So as you can see down here, I'm on my first floor, so I'm making my walls go from the first floor to my second floor. One last edit is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to change this to finish the location line to finish face exterior. So I will click and begin to drag, and I know by looking at my plan that I have 24 feet long for my wall. So I will go here and I will type in 24 space 0 and hit enter. It will then make my house exactly 24 feet. I will then begin to drag down the next wall and type in my 30 feet and hit enter. Now I will simply just drag my mouse over, and you can see here that some grid lines have showed up, so I will use those to complete the exterior walls of my house. So then you can see I have my exterior walls. Now I'm going to begin to put in my interior walls. I will do that by, again, using the wall tool, and I'll look at my plan. I see that I have a wall coming right about down the center of my house. So you can see when I put my mouse over the wall here, a midpoint came up. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that for now, and I'll use that to drag down and complete my wall. I also, by looking at my plan, know I have one coming about right around this area here. So I will draw that in. Then I will just hit cancel and modify. So now I need to adjust the dimensions of my building. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my exterior dimensions are correct, and I can keep moving forward from there. So I'm going to do that, or in order to do that, I'm going to go to my Annotate tab right up here, and I will select the Align Dimension tool. And to make sure I'm getting my true outside to outside dimensions, I'm going to change this from wall center line to wall faces. I will now select the exterior faces of my house, and as you can see here it says 30 feet, which is what it's supposed to be, so I'm going to click this little lock right here to make sure those dimensions can no longer change. I will do the same thing going from side to side here, and yep, 24 feet is what I'm looking for, so I'll lock that one in place as well. Now I'm just going to come up here and click the modify button and go back to my main screen, back to architecture here. So now I need to make sure that the rooms are the correct size. So I'm going to do that by selecting this wall here. I'm going to start up here with where my kitchen is. So on my plan, my kitchen is 8 feet by 12 foot 8. So I actually need to add another wall in here. So I'm going to come in and put a wall that goes right about here, down, this comes over. Okay, so now back to this here. So I'm going to start off by making the width from top to bottom correct. So I know on my plan it says that my kitchen is 12 feet 8 inches. So I'm going to make sure my dimension is coming from the right place. So if I zoom in right here, you'll see that my witness line for my dimension is going to the center of the wall. So I'm going to click on this little blue dot here to move the witness line to the inside of the wall. I'm going to scroll down here to the other one and do the same thing down there. So I'm going to click this one twice to get to go in. So now my dimension is going from inside wall to inside wall, and I know this needs to be 12 feet 8 inches. So I'm going to just type that in and hit enter, and you'll notice that this wall here moved down along with my dimension to keep it correct. Now I'm going to look at this wall over here for my bathroom. Actually no, I'm going to finish out my kitchen. So I know my kitchen is 12 foot 8 from front to back, and now I'm going to work on its width. I know in my plan it says it's 8 feet from inside to inside. So I'm going to click on this wall, and right down here I'm going to look again. Okay, my dimension right now is 7 foot 9, but again that's from middle to middle, so I'm going to move my witness lines. Then change my dimension to 8 space 0, enter, and so now my kitchen is the correct size. Now I'm going to go step down here to my bathroom. So I know my bathroom is 8 feet wide, so that's already done. And now I need to make it 5'8". And again, I'm going to move my witness lines to inside, and go 5'8". One thing I missed earlier is that this wall here actually extends all the way over to there. And I have a bedroom down here. So now I need to draw my closet in my bedroom. So I'm going to draw the walls in for that quickly. Just estimating the size at this point in time. So now I've got my bathroom, my bedroom. This will be my hallway up through here. Oops, looks like I have to split this wall in half. So it looks like I do not have a wall here in my drawing. I went a little too far and put too much wall in. So I'm going to edit this wall. So what I'm going to do to cut this in half is go up to my cut tool here, split element, and it becomes a little X-Acto knife. So now I'm going to zoom in here, click right in the middle. So now you'll see that I have 2 wall segments here. So now I'm just going to grab that and then bring it back here. And move this here. Okay, so now if I look back at my drawing, this whole building looks like my original floor plan. Okay, so now I'm going to finishing up my dimensions here. So I'm just going to double check and make sure everything here is in the right way. So this is supposed to be 10 foot wide. Alright, so mine's at 9'8". So it's a little off from what my plan says, but at this stage in time, that's fine. There's no big issue with that. So now I'm going to work on these 2 rooms over here. So I'm going to call these ones here finished. And so I'm going to come over here and resize my living room and dining room. Okay, so according to my plan, my living room is 11'2" by 16'2". So I'm going to start out with the 11'2". I'm going to go ahead and move my witness lines again. And make this 11'2". And then I'm going to click on this wall. That one's not giving me a really good dimension. So I'm going to try and move my witness line down to here. And change this dimension so it's supposed to be from inside to inside. It's supposed to be 16'2". Okay. So now I have edited all the dimensions of each room in my house that match my first floor. So now it's time to move on and start putting in my windows and doors.